Hey there, come on in, come on in. You're probably catching my replay right now. I'm just gonna wait for some friends to get in here. And we're gonna have some fun. We're going back to clay today. We're waiting for some eyeballs to pop on. Come on in, guys. There's always a leg. Hey there, how are you, my friend? I wonder why Facebook is posting everything as a reel when I'm posting it as an actual post. I don't understand. It looks fine on my computer, but it looks weird on the phone. Hey, Lori. Hi, Molly. Thanks for joining me today. Guys, we're gonna do a gnome ornament today out of clay. I am getting back into clay. I'm not done with paper crafting by any means, but I really need to work on my mosaics and I need to create new items to sell because that is part of my income now. So I can't just do whatever I want. So I mean I can, but it's kind of a business decision. So I'm gonna start getting back into clay a bit more. And the problem is paper crafting and clay at the same time. I don't have enough room. And paper crafting, as everyone knows, I mean, it's such a hot mess down here. One day it's just gonna self implode. That's how I feel. So I really need to reorganize and I need to be careful of where I'm putting things and I need to get that done. But anyway, that's my problem, not yours. So I want to make a cute ornament today. Here's my preference or as just a little hey Ruth. So guys, I just got a call that I have to be on an 11 a.m. call for a potential new client, which is a very big client. And they reached out to me last minute in an emergency. So we're gonna see how far we get, and I will come back this afternoon. It does, Molly. It totally does. So I'm gonna come back this afternoon from wherever we leave off at 2 p.m. I it literally just came in or I would have pushed my live to this afternoon. So but it's at 11 o'clock and I have to go download some software to do it and make myself presentable and the whole 9 yards and get up in my office and get set up. So I'm sorry about that for the inconvenience. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Debbie. Okay, so I don't have something to show you. Um, because oh, hold on. My layout got weird on me. Okay, I think this is what we usually do, right? Okay. Um, I don't have an example because I only worked ahead a little bit this morning, but we're just going to have some fun with this and I think it's going to be really really cute. So, and easy. If you do clay, this should be easy for you. Oh, thank you, Ruth. I appreciate that. Um, although what they're asking for, I don't know if it's 100% up my alley or not, but um, gotta find out. So, um, what the first thing I did was pick some clay, and because I'm on here, my phone's gonna ring off the hook. Okay, so the first color I'm using, well, let me back up. I always want to use white before red, but where we're gonna get into straight away is this red color that I'm using, and it's cayenne. You could use the regular I have the pound of red clay that would probably be really pretty too. But because again of my paper crafting, where my bottom drawer is, where all my big clay is now covered in baskets of paper, scrapbook paper, all the stuff I've been making for my tea and hot chocolate bags. So there was no getting in there this morning until because I don't just want to throw it anywhere. So I got to be careful. Okay. So when working with clay, red is so dangerous. I just cleaned off my um razor, my blade, and all this came off and in my pasta machine. If you're new to this, I do have a basics 101 I forgot to put in the link, darn it. On YouTube, if you search for Molly Young Artist, you won't miss it. It's Polymer Clay Basics 101 and 102. I have posted there. Thank you, Debbie. Okay. So, and I'm going backwards in my chat because I think I missed Debbie's. All right. So, um, the first thing we're gonna do, and you can use any color. I pulled out these greens to do too. I was thinking would have more time today. And I have white glitter gold, white gl white gold glitter. Isn't that pretty? So sparkly. And then I also pulled out, which I don't really care to work with a lot, but I think it'll work for a Santa gnome, is the opal. This is just the opal. And these are all Sculpey Primo that I'm using today. And if you want to buy clay, go to blueberrybeads.com. All right, let's get a couple things out of the way. So we're going to need, I found this color already mixed. Doesn't it look good for a, yes, you, well, but probably, but, I don't know. I suck at air dry clay. Can you believe it? I'm so good with polymer clay and I just don't have enough patience and it's terrible. Anyway, I thought this color would look really cute for the nose. That's way too big. So I'm just going to make a ball. We need 3 balls. So that's going to be the nose. And if we need to, we can make it smaller. And if you don't want fingerprints or anything, just wear your gloves. I got a fingerprint in here, but I can smooth that out. Ruth, do you use a lot of air dry clay? I want to do an air dry clay ornament, but I may have my friend Laura Lee. She presented to my group last year with an air dry clay and everybody loved it. So I may have her do that again. Okay, I'm going to go to the opal now. We're not going to get this done. I'm going to have to come back this afternoon. I'm so sorry. Here, let me move this. So this clay has glitter. It's gorgeous, but it has glitter in it. So it's a little needy as far as it can sparkle up a lot of things, but once it's baked, it's not an issue for you. I'm probably gonna need more, but let's just see. Let me roll this out. So I'm rolling it through my pasta machine to condition it so that it becomes pliable. And this is really soft, so I don't need to do a whole lot. Okay, so what I'm looking for is the rim of the hat and a ball for the end of the Santa cat. I think it brings out the character too, Ruth. Hey, Debbie, right? So I don't know if that's going to be too big or not, but then the rest of this, I need to roll out because he's going to be, and I'm not running this one through the pasta machine. Okay, this one's staying like this. So I'm going to pull out another sheet of wax paper. Remember, wax paper is your best friend when you're working with polymer clay, especially because you have some movement. So we have the nose. We have the end of the Santa hat, and we're going to have the brim. I'm not thrilled with how beigey this is looking, to be honest with you. I may go back and use white. I have to see what this is gonna look like. Okay. Next step, we're gonna get into our red. Oh, I understand, Ruth. I'm sorry. Now I'm rolling this out on a number 3. And I need to cut some more. That was just my scrap from because I had to bake a head for today to do a little something. Oh, I didn't wipe my blade off, so we're gonna have glitter in here, which is perfectly fine. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible that I'm gonna have to go after in 15 minutes, but I have to. And then I'll be back at 2 p.m. this afternoon for anybody new because we're gonna finish this baby, and I'm so excited about it. Maybe we'll do a couple. Okay, so I'm just rolling these out. And this looks about right. What I want to do is I want to get this is just me. You can make this however big or small you want. But I want to do about 2 inches. So I'm measuring right on my desk, this side down. At 2 inches, and then I'm going to measure this side down. And if it's not exact, it's not exact. Guys, you don't want to look it looking like it came out of a machine. It's handmade. I'm going to even up the bottom here, and I'm going to even up the top. It's, eyeballing. And then, oh, before I do this, then I want to I have this stencil, and I'm going to press it down into the clay, and I'm going to take some white paint. You don't need a ton. This is a big tube. Oh, I wish I would have used my cheaper paint. You don't need to use your expensive paint on this. Use your cheap paint. And I'm using this little foam brush. Thank you, Lori. I love you. And it doesn't matter. I know it's not exactly centered. But what I want to do is go over this stencil with some paint, and you don't need it really thick. And the thicker it is, the longer it's going to take it to dry. So I'm going to pick this up. And I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to clean this up. We're going to be a little off-centered. But maybe I can fix this. We're just going to cut off this little edge here. Now, you can still use this. You guys just roll it up and throw it back in your clay. It's the beauty of polymer clay. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my ruler again. This paint's still wet, so be careful. And I'm going to go from the center right here. So this is approximately. It's not going to be 100%, right? But, and I want to go down to the end. Maybe I'll just use this one. Because I want to make a triangle. Here's a triangle. It's fine, that fell off. It's no big whoop. You can make some mini ones with the leftover you have. So that's going to be our hat. Thanks, Debbie. I'm still laughing at Lori's comment. It's so true. It's so true. Okay. So from here, this paint is still pretty wet. So what I want to do is set this aside for a second right here. And I'm going to take a scrap piece. It's the same concept. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a little swirl. We're going to make, here, let me just try to explain. I don't know how to put words to it. So you want to have something that you can put a ribbon through to be your hanger, right? And then you want to twist. Something like this. Can you see that okay? Because we're going to put the little cotton ball on the end, and then the face is going to go down here. But this is still drying. So this one was already dry. This is one I scraps from earlier, but it's the exact same concept with the bigger one. Hey, Robin. Okay. So I have one that's already baked. So what you do when you get to this point with your raw clay is pop it in for 20 minutes in your oven at the recommended time. I do 275 for 20 minutes. It's not all the way baked yet, but it's hard enough so that we can work with it because it's going to go back in. Okay. So now, oh, I forgot the white one. We also need a ball of white. And I don't know how big. Oh, see, I just stained it. This is why when you use red, do as I say, don't do as I do. And to have a little bottle of alcohol could be your best friend. Should clean that right up. Sorry, I was out of the camera. It's taking all that red off. And then you got to wipe your roller. You're not late. I'm going to only be on here for another till around 10:30, Robin, and I'm coming back at 2 this afternoon. I got a right when I was coming live, I got a call for a new project with a big company, and I don't want to miss it. Okay. Well, this is why I should have done this before I did the red, but it's okay. It's still going to look totally fine. We're going to be covering most of this up. So what the next thing is, I got to move these babies. Okay. So what the next thing is that we need to kind of make, bear with me because I haven't been doing clay and my cutters are kind of everywhere. I'm just gonna make a circle out of here. Again, I rolled this out on a number 3 for the whole project. And I'm gonna stretch a roo. Maybe. This is pretty much gonna get covered up. So then this is gonna serve as the face. It's okay that it's not perfect, trust me. All right. Now I'm going to use some Kato liquid poly clay. You can use Bacon Bond. You can use any liquid clay, but I want to put that, oh my gosh. You guys do not put that much down. That is like a sin. I guess it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. You can start to see it forming. We're going to need that again. But for right now, what we're going to do, I already filled my extruder with white clay. And I'm going to start rolling this out. And it's on the teeny tiniest little ones you can use. And then I'm going to get so far, I'm just eyeballing and I'm going to pinch them off like this. This is going to be the beard. And I don't know how much I need, so I'm just winging it. But if you don't pinch them off, they're going to get all tangled. So pinch them at the top. And we'll trim it at the end, so don't worry if you're not pinching them off at the exact same length. Got a straggler. Okay. All right. So then, oh, I got a whole bunch of stragglers here. Bad kids. So then what you want to do is you want to start forming a beard. And again, we'll trim this. Or you could leave it really long. It's up to you. We're going to do him later. And I am going around the sides a little bit. And this part's going to get covered with the rim of the hat. So it's okay that these are scrunched together and a little uneven. I hope I have enough. We might just make it. And while I'm doing this, I'm keeping a little place for the nose. Oh my gosh, I think we're just going to make it. Just going to make it. So then I want to figure out where, because the hat's going to be here, so I kind of want the nose up high. See it coming together, guys? Rub out some of my fingerprints. And then we're going to trim this off. And we're going to bring it down. And then we're going to push it up so it looks more realistic. You got a messy beard. Thank you, Patricia. Welcome in. Hey, Rebecca. Okay. So then this is where I wished I would not have probably used this color. So we're going to not use the opal. I'm going to use the white. What time is it? Oh, we're good. I have 10 minutes. So we might actually get this done. And I'll still come back this afternoon, but we will I'll have it baked and then we can try something a little different. Okay. And I'm going to just take some of that off of there. All right. Come on, Bubba. I think he's so cute already. I'm in the wrong drawer. I'm looking for wax paper. I have all this paper stacked up next to me here. Oh, here. You know what? I'm going to leave him here. And then I'm going to roll this out. I'm not going to run through the pasta machine, you guys. And then I'm going to take my flexible blade and I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit of a warp. That wasn't very good, Molly. Okay. I don't know if I have enough here. And then you probably want to, I don't have anything here. Let me see if this will work. Yeah. You want to texturize it if you can. I had glue on this foam brush, so it's kind of putting in like a little bit of texture to it. Thanks, Debbie. So then you want to lay this over the top. I think he's going to need some stickles afterwards. And then you want to bring it together in the back. And then, you know, the way to cut this is like that. You pull out the bottom and then they should meet up. You can also texturize the back of your stuff, guys. Oh my gosh, she's so stinking cute. All right, let me get some more white. And I'm going to make a ball out of the white. And then I'm going to put him on the end of his hat. Hi, Maggie. The biggest thing is to remember when you're making this first layer to leave room for a ribbon to fit through it. I want to make more of these. I can't believe I got this all done in a half hour. Okay, now I'm going to bake it for an hour. But before I do that, I'm going to take diamond stickles because these can go in the oven, guys. And I'm going to put that on his hat. And all around his little thing on the end of his hat. Isn't that cute? Well, there he is. I'm still coming back this afternoon. We're gonna make a couple more if you want to make more with me. Uh-oh. Here's the thing. I flipped him over and I scrunched his nose a little bit, so he needs a nose job. And I think next time I would have the nose higher or I would bring this down lower. So the nose would be right underneath the rim. So maybe I can try. I've never done this before, so it was just kind of where we were at. So guys, as I mentioned at the beginning, and those of you that are new, I right when I was coming on got a phone call from a potential client and I have to get off so I can get ready for a call with them at 11 o'clock. I'm looking for the lid to my poly clay and it's built in. It's a flip top. Duh. Um, so what I'm gonna do though still is I'm gonna come back this afternoon at 2 p.m. and we'll do something else. It might be another gnome or it might be another Christmas thing, but I have all my clay and all my Christmas colors out. So let's do something else. Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate you. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to run. Okay. I'm sorry. I know. It was only half an hour. It was only half an hour, but I'll be back this afternoon at 2 o'clock and I'm going to bake him. And then we're going to glaze him this afternoon. We're going to seal him, but I think I want to use triple thick Duraclear. So he's really, really shiny. Um, so I'm going to think on that a little bit. And then, the other thing you could do is take stickles and go into all the little where your stencil was. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. I let you know. Okay, I'll be back at 2 o'clock. You guys. Did I kick you off? I hit something. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm leaving for real this time. I'll see you guys at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Bye.